Hi everyone, my name is Frankie and welcome to day 5 of my 7-day yoga challenge series. Today we're going to be practicing restorative yoga for relaxation. Before we get started, I want to say a few words about what restorative yoga is. It kind of has it in the name. Restorative meaning to restore ourselves, to rejuvenate ourselves. So it's a very gentle form of practice. In a way, it's an active form of relaxation. Restorative yoga helps us to de-stress, to relax, and to really come back to the present, but as well as that, to give ourselves the chance to rest, to digest, and to come back to ourselves, regaining our balance, becoming more harmonious, becoming more mindful, becoming calm. So if you are feeling stressed, anxious, or overworked, restorative yoga is a beautiful way to find that balance and regain your center. With restorative yoga, a lot of it is a very gentle practice, slow pace, holding the postures for a longer period of time. And also today we're going to be practicing on the ground, so we're not going to put too much demand on our bodies. It's going to be very relaxing. In restorative yoga, we also use and work with a lot of props. So I'm going to give you a few things that you can help give yourself to assist you throughout this practice. First, we're going to be needing a cushion, a pillow, a cushion, something that has a little bit of thickness. And we're going to be using this for a few of our postures. So this is the most important one to have with you. I've got this one here with me, even though I'm in nature. And it's going to be very nice in assisting us for that release, for that relaxation. Other things which you might have available to you to use in your own home or wherever you're practicing could be an eye cushion, because we're going to have certain postures where we're really just going to encourage to let go, to relax. So you'll be on your back and with your eyes closed. If there's some light coming in, an eye cushion or a scarf or something to cover your eyes could be very nice, especially if it's the nighttime. Other things you can use are blankets, depending on where you are. I'm in a tropical climate, so I would probably sweat a little bit with a blanket. But if you are in a setting where you crave the comfort of blankets, then do gather all of it around you to assist you throughout. And I will guide us on when to use each of these props. The most important one is the cushion to have ready with you. So as we go through the practice, I'm going to explain a little bit more about restorative yoga, but I think this is the main points and things that you should know before we get started. There's a really beautiful quote that I found about restorative yoga and just want to share with you. It says, "You are not supposed to feel a stretch, but rather a sigh of release, as if you could melt into your mat and fall asleep in each pose." So that's going to be our focus today. Without further talking, let's settle into our seats, whether you're on your mat or just somewhere in your home. You could even be on your bed. We're going to start with a few minutes of meditation here. So just sitting up nice and tall, closing your eyes, finding that length through the chest. We're going to make our way onto our backs in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I really want to hold this position in order to bring ourselves into the present moment, to bring ourselves into the practice, preparing ourselves for it, and being as present for it as possible so that we may gain the most benefit from this relaxing, restorative practice. With your eyes closed here, I encourage you to take a moment to observe how you feel. It is okay if you might be feeling stressed or anxious or overwhelmed. It's not wrong to feel this way. These feelings and emotions shouldn't be pushed aside. Instead, give them the space, allow them to be there, and bring them into this practice if they're present, so that we can work with them, so that we can begin to release any stress, tension, and overwhelm. The same idea goes for whatever is happening within you. Just allow yourself to feel it all, to be present with it all, to observe what's going on for you right now, and to consciously direct these inner states into our practice ahead as a way of working with them, releasing them, letting them go. We'll take a few deep breaths here to activate our breath, our prana, life force energy. Inhaling together through the nose. Exhale together through the mouth. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. On your inhalation, really allow that breath to expand your chest, to go all the way down into your belly and expand you there, opening up. And with your exhalation, let the breath go out of the belly, out of the chest, softening and relaxing into your seat, into your environment, into whatever is currently happening within and around you. A few more of these breaths to really establish our breathing, to really become aware of these deep inhalations and exhalations. They're going to help us with relaxing and releasing. Inhale fully. Exhale deeply. Inhale for length. Exhale to let go. Gently bringing your palms to touch at your heart center into prayer position, Anjali Mudra, for our opportunity to set an intention for this practice. Now the intention here could be what's already been said and explained, the intention to relax yourself, to restore and rejuvenate yourself. Without any thinking, without any pressure, without any expectation. Here you can just say to yourself that you are fully committing yourself to this practice and to helping yourself to shift into a state of deep relaxation with it. Releasing the hands and opening the eyes without becoming too distracted by our surroundings. Let's stay in this meditative mindset, and I'll explain how to make our way into our first position that we're going to hold for a few minutes. So for this one, you're going to need your cushion or your pillow. And we're just going to face the long edge of our mat. Place the cushion a little bit further down towards you so that when you lay down on the mat, your lower and your middle back is in contact with the cushion, and your upper back, your shoulders can touch the ground. And in this way, we're creating a gentle heart opening here. Very subtle. The softer your cushion, the more gentle. If you have a harder cushion, or maybe if you double up, you're going to gain a deeper opening through the heart space here by exposing it and dropping the shoulders, taking your arms out to the side. With the legs, we're going to form a diamond shape, uniting the soles of the feet, allowing the knees to rest on the ground. Or it could be that your knees don't quite make their way to the ground, in which case you can assist yourself here with more cushions placed underneath the knees or blocks if they're available to you. Just make sure that you bring the surface to you so that your knees, your legs can rest comfortably on a surface. Your arms can stay out to the side in a T shape. They can be extended above you, which will create a greater sense of opening through the heart space. Or if you wish to do so, you can bring your hands to your belly, to your heart, creating this contact and connection with your body. I invite you to close your eyes here to find the position that works for you best, and to simply relax into the mat, into the posture. There's a few other things you can do here. You can bring your eye cushion or anything to cover your eye if you wish to create a bit more darkness. And you can also place a blanket over you. Blankets can be beautiful to give you that extra weight, that extra bit of comfort, warmth. So please go ahead and reach for it if it's relevant to you. The more comfort you can create in this posture, the more relaxation you can induce in your mind, in your body, and overall in your spirit. There's no pressure on time here. Really take your time to set yourself up correctly. And once you are set up in your position, in full comfort, we'll hold it here for 2 minutes. We'll continue to keep the eyes closed. And make sure that your face is relaxed. Relaxing all the muscles in the face. Your eyebrows, in particular, the space between your eyebrows, where we often find ourselves frowning or just really holding some tension. Make sure that you fully relax all the muscles in your forehead, and that your eyes are soft and focused on simply relaxing. Imagine that you're just melting away any tension from this area. Allowing the lips to gently open, your jaw to slightly drop so that you're not clenching your jaw or grinding your teeth, but really letting go of every muscle in the lips and the jaw also. Continuing to imagine that all the little muscles in the face are melting, softening, relaxing. No tension, no pressure, just comfort and stillness within you. Let's take a deep breath in all the way down to the belly as before. With your mouth open, exhale and let go of that breath. Feel as the belly and the chest empties. Feel as you sink deeper into the surface beneath you. 2 more of these breaths, and with each one, encourage the upper body to fully relax and soften and let go. Inhale together. Exhale, open mouth. On the final one, after the inhalation, we'll hold that breath for a few seconds. And as you hold the breath, imagine that you're just gathering up any tension within your body, any tension within your chest, your torso, the center of your being. You're just gathering it all up and holding it in with that breath, ready to release it completely on the exhalation, signaling that release. With an open mouth, exhale, any sounds are welcome. Let's try together, breathing in fully. Hold that breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Feeling the surrender, the softness. Beautiful work. We're going to begin to move the arms and assist our knees to connect, bringing the soles of our feet to the ground. We're gently going to bring ourselves out of this position, shifting the hips, rolling over to your side. Take it slow, be careful here. Don't disturb your peace. You can open the eyes and gently make your way into a seat or enough of a seating position to remove your cushion from beneath you and place it aside. Beautiful. Let's make our way to the next position, once again remaining in this meditative space. We're going to come into Balasana, Child's Pose next, starting with coming onto our hands and knees, bringing our knees out as wide as our mat, big toes to remain touched, sending the hips down towards the heels, walking the arms forward. Now before we come to resting, let's not forget about our cushion, which we're going to place underneath our bellies. You can actually place it the long way if you want to, if you have a cushion like me, or double up. So you can even have a bolster, for example, which creates this nice length for your belly, for your chest, for your head to rest. Make sure you position yourself accordingly and just let go. You can have your arms out extended and turn your face to one side to lay down on your cheeks, closing the eyes, positioning your arms in a way that's comfortable, and relaxing into our child's pose for a few minutes. Allow yourself to really feel into the support of your cushion, of your bolster beneath you, especially allowing your head to rest on it and to fully release. Let go of the weight of your head, and with that, the weight of the stress that you might be carrying. Let gravity take this weight. You can even wrap your arms around the cushion to cuddle it, to really feel into the relaxing, the rejuvenating aspect of having this support, having this comfort here. If you wish to do so, you can grab a blanket and just place it over you to completely wrap yourself in the softness, in the comfort of this blanket, of this position, of this moment. We'll stay for 2 minutes. And we're going to revisit this idea of relaxing all the muscles in our face, in our bodies. When we can fully relax the body, we can also begin to fully relax the mind. And come to a peaceful state where the two go hand in hand to support each other. The more relaxed you feel in your body, in your surroundings, the more relaxed you will feel in your mind. This position, child's pose, although it is very supported and gentle, it is continuously helping us to open our hips, to work through the lower legs, the lower part of our bodies. So let's just allow for that release here. Allow your hips to drop with each breath, to relax further and further into the position. Feel as your breath expands your belly and as your exhalation softens you. We're halfway through, so you can turn your head to the other direction. And very gently come out of the posture, opening the eyes, positioning your hands in front of you, walking them one by one towards your body to come into a seat. And once again, removing your props. And taking a moment to stay in your calm meditative state while I guide us into the next position. We're going to continue in the same way on our hands and knees. And we're going to thread the needle. So this is a very nice posture for working a nice twist into our spine, but in a very gentle way. So we'll place the left hand into the center of our mat for support and reach the right arm up to the sky. You're going to begin to feel this twisting in your torso, in your spine, and hopefully it feels good. Then you're going to take this right arm and weave it, thread that arm underneath the left one and come onto the shoulder blade of the right arm. You can choose to stay here or take the left arm up to the sky and find your right upper thigh. Place your hands on there. And I'm going to come out for a moment just to demonstrate the positioning of our cushion, facing it the long way or having just one cushion or bolster. We can have it underneath our belly so that it helps us to let go into the posture with a little bit more ease, with a little bit more support. We'll stay here only for a few breaths, as this posture can be a little bit more demanding. It might feel a little bit more intense than the others. But it's really going to be beneficial in realigning our spine. Breathe through any kind of discomfort you might be experiencing. And just allow yourself once again to sink, to melt into the mat as much as possible. Breathing in and out. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful work. Let's reach that left arm up to the sky. Place it down to the ground. Press into the hand for support. Unthread the needle, take the right arm all the way up and bring it down to the ground for a tabletop. Beautiful work. Now we'll go through the same thing on the other side. This time bringing the right hand into the center for support. Reaching the left arm up to the sky. Thread the needle, bringing that arm underneath the right one. And coming onto the shoulder blade. Make sure that the cushion is there to comfortably support you. I might take mine this long edge so that I really feel the support in my belly. And then you can take your right arm up to the sky if you did it on the other side. and place it behind you to bring it to your thigh. Close your eyes and remember we're staying for only 3 breaths, shorter than the other postures, just enough to realign our spine, to come into that nice twist through the torso and breathe through the sensations. Always in this sequence, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. One more. Beautiful work. Reach the right arm back up. Bring it to the ground for support. Press into the hand. Take the left arm up to the sky. And bring everything down into your tabletop position. And then into a seat, removing your cushion, sitting on your heels. And just for a moment, observing how you feel. Coming back to this meditative mindset. Coming back to stillness and presence. Noticing any shifts from the start of the class through to where we are now, and recognizing the power of persistence, choosing to dedicate yourself to a practice and see it all the way through to gain the benefits from it, rather than judging yourself for feeling perhaps stressed or anxious. Here you are now committing yourself to a practice that is helping you through those emotional states and helping you to relax, to rejuvenate yourself. Beautiful work. We're going to make our way onto our backs once again. Gently taking the feet and the legs out to one side. Placing your weight onto the buttocks. Extending the legs out in front of you and shifting your weight towards the front of your mat so that you create space for yourself to lay down on the mat. Next, we're just going to gently make our way down to the ground. Bring the soles of our feet to the ground. And take the arms out to a T shape. Here we're going to do our final restorative position to really help us to relax into our Shavasana and make our way out of this practice into the rest of our day with ease. So we'll just pick up the hips and shift them to the left, allowing the knees to drop to the right. Here we're going to feel once again a nice little twist in the spine, working our whole body. And then we'll pick up our hips and shift it to the other side. We won't hold these for too long. We'll just kind of feel into it and notice the sensations. Close the eyes. Coming back to center, and this time just allowing the knees to fall to one side and the other side with ease, with rhythm. Recreating those spinal twists to both sides in a more rhythmic, dynamic way. Just to give our bodies that movement. Beautiful work. For the final time, we'll shift our hips to the right, drop the knees. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths, fully letting go of the body, the upper hips, noticing how this feels. Letting your breath out the mouth to help you to relax, to let go. 2 more times. Beautiful work. Bring those knees through the center, pick the hips up, shift them to the left and drop the knees to the right. By now we're familiar with the posture enough so that we can allow ourselves to stay and go deeper into it for 3 breaths. Remember that our breath can help us to go deeper into these shapes and into relaxation. So really make these 3 breaths here count. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in and out. Final time. Coming back to the center with the knees. Allowing the arms to drop beside you, allowing the legs to extend, coming into our Shavasana, final resting position for a few minutes. Here you can grab a blanket to cover you up if you've been working with it, and you can place that pillow anywhere along the body that is asking for a little bit of support. For example, I really like to bring the pillow underneath my legs, underneath the back of the knees, to just give that gentle lift and support. And you can bring your eye cushion and place it on the eyes or anything to cover up the eyes to fully assist you in tuning inwards, letting it all fall and melt away into a comfortable, relaxing, rejuvenating moment of stillness. There's no need to focus on the breath, to focus on anything here except for being present, and allow that to occur naturally by simply letting go. Gently reawakening the hands and the feet. Bringing your arms overhead for a nice stretch all through the body as if you're waking up for the first time from a deep, restful sleep. In the same way as before, keeping it soft and mindful. We'll make our way to our sides. Take a moment there. And opening the eyes to gently assist yourself into a seat. Back to where we started. Removing your props. And just sitting up nice and tall. Bringing our hands to our heart space, taking a moment to observe how we feel now compared to the start of this class. And no matter how big or small the difference, give thanks to yourself here for choosing this practice, for choosing to take care of yourself, to nourish yourself, to relax and rejuvenate yourself. And we've come to the end of our practice. Thank you so much for joining me for this relaxing restorative yoga. I hope that it has been helpful for you, and you can take your time from here. If you're feeling a little bit sleepy or need a few moments, that's completely natural. We have just gone into hopefully a deep state of relaxation. So if you have things to do, just give yourself the time to pick up the pace slowly. Thank you so much again for joining me for this practice and for the 7-day challenge. I will see you tomorrow with the next yoga class of the 7-day yoga challenge. And have a really wonderful rest of your day or night. Bye. If you like my content, please consider funding me on Patreon. With your support, I'll be able to continue filming beautiful and consistent videos. There are also a lot of perks to becoming a patron, such as behind-the-scenes content, live question and answer videos with me every month where you can ask me anything, and exclusive videos tailored and sent out to my patrons every month around self-care rituals and meditations, and a lot more. If you're interested, you can take a look at my Patreon account in the link description below. Any of your help, support and contribution is highly appreciated.